Hello guys, welcome to the Lyon 2010 vs Downtown United Soccer Club live stream. Very lucky to have Coach Celia today. Coach, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I mean, it's a wonderful day for many reasons.
There's been two big wins, right?
Two big wins. The sun is out. We're in some awesome jerseys, beautiful pitch. The girls look ready. Happy to be here, Josh.
So Lyon, top of the table. They won this morning actually. They're having two games today. They won very comfortably this morning. They have won 4, lost 1. Top of the table, playing table topper team. What do you think is important for the girls to get in their heads? They're playing a much tougher team today.
You know, their legs might be a little tired. Obviously a comfortable win early, so they're probably buzzing. So I think as much as they can let the ball do the work today, that's going to be really important. And there's some depth on the bench, so I think there's going to be probably more subs than usual. That's what I would expect. But, you know, just staying focused, making sure they're sharp and doing the little things right. But yeah, make the ball do the work. That would be my best advice.
Nice. And have you played Downtown United with Celtic this year?
No. All the Long Island teams. So we haven't quite tapped into the 5 borough teams yet.
Well, we did with Arsenal, and here was not a happy memory. Here we lost 12-0. We then lost them 3-2 the next day, but let's hope the girls can do a bit better. They're definitely going to be a strong team. And let's talk about your big victory this morning. Long time coming. You've been building up to it. How did it feel to get that win?
Oh, it was so sweet. It was so sweet. I mean, yeah, so deserved. I mean, it was such an amazing collective effort. Really proud of the girls. I mean, obviously continuing to build off of every performance. But yeah, just really proud to be their coach today.
Let's have a look at the winning goal by Annie right now. Who's winning it back? And Annie finding Cece, and it's fed out to Andy, and she's got a chance here, and she's finished it! 2-1 to Celtic, and they're in the lead. So what was the feeling when that ball went in? Because you had come in from 1-0 down and you'd suddenly 2-1 up.
You know, I'm so happy for Andy. She's actually a 2010 and just playing with so much maturity out on the wing, and the composure that she had, and you know, the far post finish, just really proud of her. And you know, she's had been in that spot all season, and for one to finally go in, you know, it really rallied us up. And yeah, I mean, couldn't be more proud.
Yeah, I was so pleased to see it. You guys really deserved it, the way you guys have been working so hard.
Yeah.
Playing well in a lot of games, just not quite getting the result you deserve. So.
Exactly. Yeah, we were moving the ball very similarly the last game, but it just didn't quite go our way. So yeah, today felt quite sweet. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, now back to Lyon, and you can see the girls warming up behind us. And you know what? Let's go over the lineup. Let's come out of the commentary box closely and go over the lineup.
So we have Mighty Ruby in goal today, been consistent force in the back for us. Paige, one of our strong defenders. Nalia holding down center back position, really consistent all season. Daphne. Zoe Ball, captain.
Both of them, right?
Both Daphne and Zoe, yeah.
Great
leaders on the pitch all season. Emery. Anna. Tessa, really crafty player. Oh man, I'm just thinking of all the things I'm going to be saying about this team right now. They're such a good group. Adley up top. Yep, we got Junie. Was injured for a lot of the beginning of the season, so I'm excited to see her play today. Neve. Alma. Hannah Jeffrey. And Delancey. Yeah, what a squad, what a squad.
There we have it, our 2010 Lyon team. A very talented group of girls. They're up against a tough challenge. They've won their last 3 very comfortably, but they are now playing title challengers, Downtown United, who have also got an equivalent record of all wins except for 1 game which they've lost.
Yeah, I expect Daphne and Zoe to really rile this group up and get them focused for their second match of the day. I mean, I know you mentioned their leadership all season, but yeah, it's been pretty remarkable to see just the maturity out of the 2 of them, and the way that they get this group focused. But you know, they're really enjoying themselves out there, and that's fun to see.
That's really the crucial thing, isn't it? They're getting a lot of enjoyment out of the game. And we are just a few minutes away from the kickoff, guys, about 4 minutes. It is a baking hot day.
Yeah.
Coach Celia, can you describe your footwear for maybe someone's watching in Colorado, snowed in?
Yeah, I decided to put on the slides, you know, give the toes some time to breathe. You know, I'm really love the sun. So quite a switch from the last game I did with you, Josh. I mean, we were all bundled up.
Yes, we were.
And could not quite function with how cold it was. But yeah, now we need our sunblock.
I know, and we're going to get into this more, but last week you were a bundled up tomato, and this week you're a very trendy, sunshiny sedan.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm liking this look a little bit more, I will say.
And guys, we're having a jersey contest all day with PSU. The players, the coaches showing their best jerseys, and we have some great submissions from the Lyon girls, which we were going to show at halftime in this game. And let's just have a quick look, see if we've got any comments. The wonder of this software is we can only look at comments when it is oriented vertically. So we can only see during. Well, we have none, so now I feel really unpopular and incredibly insecure. If anyone wants to say something nice on there.
They could be watching other things right now.
They could. What? Yeah. What? I mean, what else important has gone on today?
Not much.
Not much. Yeah, it's just been Lyon. So I think it's just been negligent, but.
But if you're tuning in, this is going to be a great match.
Yeah. And well, the two captains combining for their warm up, and you're just having a look at the DUSC team. Look a little bit. I'd say a little bit smaller. Do you think that's fair, Celia? Just physically, but maybe a little more technical.
I'm wondering, they didn't have another game today too? That was just us.
So
a nice. Oh, actually. You know, a late afternoon, or I guess, yeah, 2:30 kickoff. I mean, as a player, I used to like morning games or night games. Smack dab in the middle of the day is always a little bit difficult because, you know, you're trying to get mentally prepared. You know, it's like you end up having like 5 meals because, you know, you want to do the breakfast thing, the lunch thing, and then a pregame snack, and then all of a sudden you're feeling lethargic. It's a weird time.
Yeah.
So our girls at least, you know, played a game and got properly fueled up and now can go. But yeah, it's sitting at a weird time. So we could have the upper hand in that.
I gotta be honest, the way my stomach was feeling was always one of the biggest cause of stress for me in the pre-match. Had I eaten too much or
Yes.
had I eaten too little?
Yep. I mean, yeah, my college coach loved taking us to Chipotle.
Before?
Pre-match.
Oh, what, that sounds like a disastrous decision.
Absolute disaster. Like, for nobody else but himself, I think.
What was your Chipotle pre-match meal?
Literally a tortilla.
A tortilla. Did you have was it
maybe
a wet
rice
tortilla with some
and
cream in
rice. No, just rice, tortilla. I mean, it was easy to go overboard. You know, you end up just convincing yourself it's fine to have guac in a burrito bowl. It's not. You learn once. So.
I wonder what the worst pre-match meal you could have. Guys, if anyone is watching and anyone needs a night tip to comment what is the worst pre-match meal you've ever had or you think it'd be. I think I could put it at maybe a wet burrito from Taco Bell, because not only is
just
it
Mexican
very heavy,
and Mexican, like Chipotle is just was not. Nope.
It will add extra weight in your stomach for that time period. And guys, we are just let's have a look over at the Lyon girls. They've just given out their player cards. We are a minute or two away from the kickoff of what is going to be a very exciting title game. And talking of title games, tomorrow we are going to be streaming 2008 National, their final game of the season against Asphalt Green, another title deciding game. So definitely join us tomorrow at 2 p.m. Should be a really exciting game.
You know, I wonder if the sun's going to be in one of this side's eyes. Depends. That could be a big factor today.
It is really bright.
Yeah, it's quite bright. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can get the coin toss and get going the right way.
What was your technique when you would play in a game and the sun was really bad?
Oh, I mean, I normally played fullback or centre back, so there was a lot of the balls coming into my eyes. So I guess if the best you could do really right is just have the hands over like a second before you hit it. But it wasn't fun.
Yeah, you kind of have to go up and take a leap of faith with it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not enjoyable.
All of you guys are assisting the coach or manning the camera.
Yeah. think 108.
Face.
All right, guys. Getting together the final checks. And we are Pier 40 today, guys, for this game. It's it's a really nice pitch. Certainly a contrast from Prospect Park right now, Celia.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to see all of our girls teams and all of the PSU teams play on turf. You know, we're used to really having to make the ball move at Prospect Park. So, I mean, it's great for the touch, and you kind of get to see it all come to light on a pitch like this. So, yeah, it always takes a couple minutes to sit back in and get used to how easy the ball moves.
Yeah.
And how quickly the ball can get away from you if you don't have that proper touch and cushion. But yeah, they always settle in quickly, and you know, I think all of our teams do quite well on turf.
Yeah, let's hope they can get into it quickly. It's a big field as well, which we've found in past experience. DUSC seems to favour those. We'll see who it gives the advantage to today. Some very athletic players on the Lyon team. Coach Lane, just given the final team talk, and it looks like DUSC are going to be playing in grey, DUSC orange, and the PSU guys will be lining up in their blue. We actually went when one of the some of the Arsenal guys, when they saw all the holes in the pitch that the tractor had made in the Prospect Park pitch, their theory for what had done it was a lot of bunny rabbits.
I love that theory. I mean,
well.
mine wasn't too far off. I was like, the horses, they were going a different route through the park now. Yeah, that was funny to navigate yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just how ironic that, you know, it was doing it to drain the fields, and then now we have a scorcher of a week.
I know. And all the bumps they put in have now solidified.
Yep.
And dried out.
No ankles were rolled though yesterday,
That's lucky.
so that was, yeah. tomato costume can take a back seat for once.
You don't want that to. Well, you know what. And there we go. The Lyon girls done their cheer. They're out on the pitch. And let's have a look at how they're gonna. What looks the starting lineup's gonna be. We have Ruby in goal, of course. Looks like it's gonna be Zoe at centre back with Paige. What shape are they playing, Celia? Do you know?
Two. Are they playing two in the back?
Yeah, it looks like two at the back, maybe three in the middle, with maybe Nalia sitting.
2-4-2?
Yeah, it might be.
Might be a 2-4-2. And I expect, you know, if maybe Nalia or Daphne will sit in that hole above the two backs, making sure they're keeping their shape there.
2-4-2 sounds like a really exciting formation, doesn't it? It sounds like Dutch total football or something.
Yeah, and we have Junie and Anna with a ton of pace out wide, and you know those two will get back on defense, but create a lot of exciting opportunities moving forward as well. And Emery and Tessa up top, really technical, those two. So I expect them to cause a lot of trouble. Playing with the red lines.
Yeah, we're playing with some very
and the traffic cones.
Some very faint lines in this pitch. So I think there may be some interesting calls from that because we are standing right by one of the lines the referee has designated as a touchline, and we can't see it. So hopefully that doesn't come into play too much. And we're off. Lyon kicking off in the blue. Downtown United in grey for this title match. Both teams level on points at the top of the table. And Lyon coming into this game very comfortable, 3 wins in a row. Can they raise their game up against a much tougher opponent?
You know, I mean, if I was out there, I would definitely be trying to get a couple early. You know, it's that way. You know, you're making the ball do the work. You get a nice, comfortable lead, and then you can really, really just start passing it and, you know, saving the legs. So, you know, hoping that they can create some early goals.
Yeah, and talking about those legs, as you mentioned, Celia, they played a game this morning as well. So it's going to be important that they can.
But you know, these girls are fit. They really, really are. I mean, they are running around all the time. So I feel like they're going to be okay. It's not like we're out there.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Which would be a disaster.
To be honest with you, I'm playing once a week at the moment, and after an hour of playing 5v5, I find it hard to sleep. My legs are so sore. And here comes Tessa through for an early one, and she's put it in. It's a great finish from Tessa.
Oh, and a cheeky little celebration out of her. I love it.
And Celia, normally it's the commentator's curse, but that's the commentator's blessing from you, saying get an early goal. And
what did I say? I mean, she's a crafty little player. She knows how to get around. Love to see Tessa in 1v1 situations because she's going to break some ankles out there.
What a terrific start by Lyon. 1-0 up and pressing it immediately. Here's Anna with the ball. Looked like she was getting pulled back a little bit by the arm, but the referee's playing on. And Zoe with a couldn't quite intercept, but Daphne in there. And Zoe, nice composed play at the back, up to Junie. Feeding into Nalia. Just a little bit faster on the pass, but she's back after it. And Daphne coming in well there.
Great cover, yeah.
Paige out to Anna, looking in.
I really love the way this Lyon team can play out of the back too. I mean, it's rare to find girls teams at this age that are comfortable swinging the ball around and building out that way. And you know, Paige does such a great job of opening up her body, and she's hard to read. You know, it's like, is she gonna go right or left? And Zoe's always offering a support. So that's, you know, hats off.
And here comes Tessa. She's through again. Can she get a second? She can. It's 2 in 2 minutes for Tessa. And what a start for Lyon.
So Tessa did not eat Chipotle pre-match.
I'm not sure. Maybe she had some cornflakes or something, or oatmeal. She's got
whatever she's having, I want.
Yeah. What a start from the Lyon girls. And I have to say, Celia, I was not expecting this. coming into this game.
I mean, very composed finishes as well. I mean, she's picking out corners, which, you know.
It's been a really good start, and Anna doing well there to win it back. And Paige running into a little bit of trouble, but battling hard and doing well to come away with the ball. Right, here comes DUSC now. Nice little touch around, and it's fed in, and Junie getting a good first tackle in, and Zoe can't quite get away, but definitely doing well to feed it out. Now Junie got a bit of space. Finding out to Emery, and Emery now driving forward down the left. And they're giving a lot of space, and she's doing well. And it's a bit of a pitch battle in there, but Emery's come away with it, and she's through if she can finish. And the keeper doing well to tackle it. But it's back in, and here's Tessa. She's on a hat trick, surely not in the first 5 minutes. And it's just wide.
I really like the way Emery checked to the ball there. I mean, just by bringing the defenders with her, created all this space for Anna and, you know, Tessa to get involved behind, and Junie was able to pick her out. So that was great work. I mean, it's easy to get comfortable next to defenders, so to see us early checking to the ball from that forward position is really positive.
And Junie now coming back in with it. Into Emery. Good first touch into space. And it's 3!
Picked out that corner.
These Lyon strikers are poachers. And I think it's been 3 shots and 3 goals in this opening stage of the game for Lyon. And Celia, like you said, they're doing such a good job at creating the option to receive it. Tessa and Emery, and it's just and the Lyon girls further back are doing a fantastic job of finding them. So Daphne just a little bit buried there.
It's quite early, but this is a good spot for Lyon to be in.
Yeah, it's a pretty commanding league, and DUSC's results suggested they were going to be a really strong team. Maybe it's just been a bit of a slow start for them. Here's Emery with a great turn and pass to Tessa, and Tessa's breaking through the middle and just slightly overran it, but great feet.
I really like the way Anna, you know, received the ball and found Emery central. I mean, that was great on her to pick her head up and find the switch. You know, that really is going to stretch this DUSC team.
They're moving it really well, aren't they? And Tessa closing it down well there. There's another line, but only as far as Junie. Finding it into Tessa, again in a lot of space. And the goalkeeper was a little off with her position there, and Tessa has completed her hat trick inside the first 10 minutes of the game. And see, this was not what I expected, but right now it looks like Lyon might be on course for a pretty sizable win.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this game progresses, but I mean, I expect this Lyon team to start really knocking it around a bit and building up more proper goals, but all of the finishes have been quite sound and great collective effort from building from the back, our midfielders switching the point of attack, forwards stretching,
and Anna, oh, she just put it wide.
And putting it away.
DUSC restarting with the goal kick. And it's fed down the middle, but Daphne reading the play well. And they're getting it back to Zoe. Really sharp pass by Daphne. And Zoe with a nice switch out to Junie. couldn't quite find Nalia, and Nalia battling for it back in. It's a nice little bit of skill by the DUSC player. But Junie winning back, and nice give and go with Nalia. Back in, and there we go. And DUSC with it on the right now. Coming aside, but Daphne doing a great job at covering the space. It's played into Junie. Junie finding Tessa again, and she's got options on the right. Takes a ball to face, but does well to carry on. But she's fighting back for this, and referee judged it to be a foul. This is Lyon's first year playing 9v9, right? Or
I believe so, yeah. So, you know, different size field. You know, they're really starting to add more bodies and getting ready for that 11v11 switch, which, you know, becomes so important to understand, you know, spatially where you are on the field. And, you know, these girls are already starting to understand it. And, you know, Coach Allende is really working with them on switching the point of attack, and you know, and first and second defender, that's so important, you know, as you keep getting more girls on the field.
And obviously you're going to have that switch to 11 in
yeah, we're gearing up
season,
for
right?
it. Yep.
Are you looking forward to it?
Absolutely. I mean, that's when team soccer is so important, because every single person, you know, has to be held accountable and, you know, on this big field, and switch off for a second, and that's how goals happen. So, you know, I'm really excited to field it. Yeah. And I think, you know, all of the girls' teams are playing with such maturity that it's going to translate really well. And I'm excited for them to have that opportunity too.
Yeah.
You know, I forget. Like,
and what a great ball by Tessa, and Emery rounds the keeper. And it looked like she was going to make it 5. The referees called it offside. Great vision from Tessa. And her and Emery have really been on the same wavelength. DUSC restarting the play. And trying to break through, but Zoe doing really well to cover the space, reading the game well. It's out to Anna. Played into, it's a double dummy from Nalia and Tessa, and it's gone through to Emery, and she hit it straight at the keeper, but she's going to have another shot at it. Can she get the shot away? She's got Tessa sitting deep, and Tessa now has it. And she's through, and the keeper saved with her feet. And it's going to be a corner.
first corner of the game.
Yeah, all the shots have gone in.
Yeah.
Up until now.
What do we think? They're going to go short, long?
It looks to me
Short.
like it might be a short one to Tessa. Let's see, and DUSC getting the space. Yep, gone short to Tessa.
Daphne's going to get around her.
Tessa's driving down to the byline, and good idea. Just couldn't quite get the ball across the face of the box. And it is a freakishly warm day for November, and the sun is
Both
right
forgot
on us.
our shades.
I know. And we both forgot our sunblock, which I have a feeling is going to be a lot more fatal for me than you, Celia.
Yes, yes. Sorry about that, Josh.
It's okay. It's pasty English complexion.
Your sunburn will last you for the rest of the winter.
May well. And Zoe just battling her way through and doing really well to get out to Junie. Such a great competitor, Zoe. And I'm lucky enough to have her younger sister, Lily, who's playing a year upon my travel team, Arsenal 2012. Very talented player, very quick with her feet. And a very competitive attitude as well. And Paige with a nice ball into Zoe, and excellent switch by Lyon. And
Be great to see them switch it again here. I know, you know, Allende is really honing that in right now, is how can we switch the field and possess the ball. You know, it's so easy to get caught just going one way when it works, but, you know, to have the discipline to switch the point of attack almost to the point of exhaustion, that's when you're going to get some real quality goals. And it's cool to see them trying to do that.
And we've just had Delaney and Alma coming on. Junie and Tessa having a quick break. Oh, sorry, not Junie.
We got Adley and Alma up top.
Adley and Alma.
The 2As.
2As. And it was Emery, sorry, who came off along with Tessa. And Zoe picking out her passes. Nice ball out to Anna. Bouncing a little bit, but she gets it back to Paige. And Zoe putting in 2 solid tackles. She's been a rock at the back so far, but here comes DUSC now, breaking down the left. And Paige tracking the run well, and DUSC is going to have their first corner of the game. Here comes DUSC. Anna closing it down really well, and Daphne getting it out. Only as far as a great shot, and it's fed back in, but it's bounced off, and it's Adeline.
Good step by Daphne there.
She's been solid in the middle, and it's up to Alma. And Daphne back to Zoe, and a nice ball out to Anna, and they're starting to find some of their passing range now, PSU. And
I like that idea there.
She
Zoe was looking for one of them to check to the ball.
She's really composed on the ball, Zoe. Great composure. And Zoe doing well to win that tackle. It's going to be a DUSC throw. Daphne come around. Here's Nalia now. Couldn't quite break through, but Daphne doing well to win it back. And Daphne's putting a great combative display so far in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, she's winning the ball, but she's also really dictating, you know, the team to possess it. And, you know, that's really cool to see from her. And so important in that holding mid position, you know, to play through.
You see, like, with you mentioned the defenders as well before. So it was Daphne combined with Zoe and Paige. That's a really strong foundation for keeping the ball and protecting the goal.
Yeah, they're all very, very comfortable with the ball at their feet.
And in this case, it's been lost, and it's DUSC have it on the edge of the box. Daphne doing well just to close it down. It's fed back inside to Zoe. And Zoe with an excellent ball out to Anna, and PSU can break here. Anna finding it up. To Adeline back. Here comes
Good strong win there by Adley.
Adley getting it into Alma.
Playing the way she's facing. Great work out of Junie there.
And Zoe going for another direct pass. It's made its way through to Alma. Adley can't quite connect with it, but trying to win it back. And Zoe again there to win the ball. And it will be a PSU throw. Daphne's just got a little bit careful here. She's lost it, and DUSC pushing forward. Paige across quickly, and Ruby getting her first bit of action, coming out well to gather the ball.
Really energetic presence from Ruby there, you know. She's making herself known, which is so important as a goalkeeper.
And do you know, how long has Ruby been in goal?
I am not sure, but
Oh, it's a great ball through, and it's going to be called offside. What a beautiful bit of interchange.
Seems like forever though, Josh. I mean, she's
She
really,
looks
really
comfortable.
comfortable back there and loves it. You know, really positive player too. You know, she's always encouraging her teammates, and you know, Naomi is a very similar on my team. You know, both really strong and confident goalies, but also, you know, energetic and kind, and you know, keeping the group going and positive when things don't always go but just hard as a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I am not envious of ever being one.
And here they come dust now, and it's just gone wide. Yeah, it never really appealed to me either, to be honest, goalkeeper. I used to put my little brother in goal whenever we played together.
Right, yeah, same.
Did he become a good goalkeeper, your one?
He could have been, but you know, like me, I think we both wanted to be running around the field more, and yeah, the pressure was a lot. I mean, you know, as a defender, it's you only recognize when things go wrong most of the time.
Yeah. Unforgiving.
But
Sorry, with a great ball forwards to Adelaide. Just lost to them in the middle. But pushing, really showing great team spirit, the Lyon girls, to win the ball back every time. Coming at the ball in 2s and 3s. And Junie down to Adelaide. Just play back to Junie, and Adelaide just pushing down the left now. She's got an option in the middle, and it's played in to Alma. It's a good tackle, and it's back with the grey shirts. But Daphne with a good win there, and PSU really setting the tempo of this game, keeping the ball well, trying to find that target every time. And so with another fantastic ball forwards, she passes like a centre midfielder. And it's fallen to Junie, and PSU got some numbers up here. Couldn't quite capitalise. And I think it went out over our phantom red line, but it hasn't been called, and it's back with Zoe now.
hard to know. I'm pretty sure this line does not exist.
I think it's one of those you have to. It's like the invisible ink. You need to have a torch. It's very light. And Zoe. Oh no, that time it has been called out.
The line has been noticed.
Yeah, I don't think it was actually at that time, but. And it's fed back into the middle. Daphne closing down really well. Nice fed back. And see, you talked a bit earlier about how someone like Ruby brings really good positive energy, and just as the director of the golf program, how much especially the travel teams, does character kind of mean to you in terms of having the right players in the setup? I
mean, I think it's everything. I think good character, is just infectious, and it's having someone like Ruby in goal bringing energy, then it translates all across the field, and I think it's something I'm always looking for, and always remember the way that you're treated by teammates. You can have bad games here and there, but you're never going to forget the friendships and the relationships that you build on the field. And it's so cool to see these girls having incredible wins this season, and even cooler that they're doing it together, and they're going to remember being a part of this team and could be playing with one another for who knows how long, and those were the relationships that I got through soccer, and it's really cool to see the same things happening with these girls. And continuing to stay positive and focused, that's really all you can do, and all I can ask as a director to see. Let's hope that they do stick around for a long time, because we've got a very talented group. It doesn't seem like there'd be a lot of reason for them to leave right now, the way they're playing, and the strong team spirit they're showing. And strong team spirit, and also just always holding each other accountable, and wanting to, they could be winning 10-0, and you'll still see them trying to create and challenge themselves by moving the ball and doing different runs and trying things out of the back. And I think that's really cool to see, and that's coming from within. You hear the players talking to each other about it on the field. How can we move the ball? How many passes can we get? So I think that's really encouraging. And we've had Delaney has come onto the field, as well as Hannah.
And looks like they're lining up on each wing. Hannah is on the left wing. Then on the right, but here comes DUSC forwards, and Daphne again with a great cover and run.
Yeah, Neve is on the other side there.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if Delaney did come on. Yeah, it's Neve. And Zoe again with a really nice cover and a great outside the foot touch, but Coach Ayende sportingly calling the throw-in out for DUSC.
No idea how that ref could even see the line, but
no, it's really invisible. And it's in the middle, and she's got a bit of space out on the left, and she's found DUSC play on the left, and Daphne again just doing a terrific job covering this ground, really leading by example, and
strong win from Neve there.
Yeah, good way to start the game.
Great energy off the bench.
See they come pushing in, and Paige likewise doing well to just muscle that ball back under possession.
Yeah, and Zoe always, a great cover there.
A lovely spin by Zoe. And Neve looking forward to Alma, and Alma looks like she might win this back. It's just fed down the line, and Neve with a good pass in to Adeline, and Adeline showing some great tenacity, and she's got it out to Alma. Not quite able to find the next pass. And it's back with Neve. Couldn't quite find a teammate, but here's Daphne again. Looking for Hannah, and here's Hannah, her first touch on the ball. Pushing down the left.
Good first touch from Hannah.
And it's played into Adeline, but Adeline is just straight offside. Good look by Hannah.
Josh, how many offsides were there in my game?
Oh,
right?
I think that was 10.
That was pretty crazy. We haven't played against a team that played with such a high line before, and it's funny with all the younger girls. I'm always, when we're playing the monster game, I'm always like, check your shoulders, check your shoulders, check your shoulders. And yeah, this was probably our first time playing a team that had such a high line. But once we were able to adjust, we didn't have as many offsides. But yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky to
It's tricky to coach.
You want to put yourself, yeah.
Oh, and it's another offside.
Another offside. Oh man, I'm cursing this now.
Yeah. I actually noticed it for your game. One of the linesmen showed up 3/4 of the way through the game as well.
Yes.
Which might cause part of the problem.
Yeah, it was quite confusing.
And Delaney coming on for Nalia in the middle. Yeah, but we played the offsides with the 2012 players, and it's really difficult to coach because it's not a simple rule. Personally, I would prefer that they just played on smaller pitches, so they had to think a bit more about the space. But it is what it is. And Zoe with a great ball up to Delaney. And Alma.
Good idea from Alma there.
And Hannah wrestling the ball back in, and she's found Adeline well, and Adeline is onside this time. She's got Alma in the middle. Nice idea to find it back to Hannah. Couldn't quite find it. PSU really in the driver's seat in this game, and it's another terrific ball by Zoe.
Ball.
Zoe's doing such a good job distributing.
Yeah, to recognize that gap on the field, yeah, really, really nice.
And we are in the final 5 minutes of this first half. Lyon 4-0 up, scoring all 4 of them in the first 10 minutes. Tessa getting a hat-trick in and amongst that. Game has settled down a little bit since then, but Lyon certainly in control, passing it around nicely.
Yeah, we're being patient with our attacking forward now, but still really cool to see them string together a ton of really nice passes and getting everybody on the pitch involved. I mean, this is a 9v9 game that is literally including all 9 players. So
we'll seeing one of these moves play out right now. Just lost there by Anna, but up until then it's about 12 really nice passes across the pitch. And Hannah doing well to win it back. And it's a great ball forward to Alma. And it's the
Kick
keeper
save.
as well. Kick save, the old thigh. That's back to Daphne. And Daphne has been a dominating presence in the middle of the pitch. A nice bit of composure by Paige there to spin. And Zoe again, with a great pass out wide. And Hannah into Adeline. Adeline, it's a nice little feat. She's got Alma in the middle, she can find her. She's gone as far as Delaney. Couldn't quite find another blue shot. And it's played down the line, but that has crossed the invisible red line.
The invisible red line.
And Hannah restarting play as we enter the final few minutes of this half. Played forwards and Paige getting under a spell nicely.
Paige is not sweating anything back there. She's like, come at me. I'll play the ball when I'm ready. Tons of space, really nice.
She does a nice little pass up there to Neve.
Yeah, the composure between Zoe and Paige back there is, you know, it makes sense there can play two in the back when you have two really solid defenders like that.
Neve finding it forwards to Adeline, Alma.
Alma up there, yeah.
And that
Adley's getting the trail of it.
Yeah, she is. It could have been offside, I think, but they're pulling out now. And Paige just taking a little touch into danger, and Downtown United have it back. And if they could get a goal, they would have something to build on in the second half, Downtown. Zoe covering the space really well. And Hannah coming away with it. And it's just gone out. And there is the half-time whistle. Celia, what do you think of the first half display from Lyon?
Really promising. I mean, didn't look tired at all. So if that was my one hesitation with this group, and you know they really rallied, and great to see them. They're in a comfortable spot moving into halftime. If they keep, you know, possession of the ball, should definitely be a win. Keep the wins rolling today for sure.
All right, guys, and the show does not stop at halftime. In fact, it's only just beginning because we have PSU Jersey Day. Let's get us back in front. Let's have it over here, Jay. So this week, guys, we asked PSU players to send in their favourite soccer jerseys, legendary shirts with legendary names in the back. And I have to say, Coach Celia, you have set the bar extremely high. As the Dean Zidane France shirt, what year is this from? Do you know?
I have no idea. So this was given to me by my brother's best friend for Christmas one year. And you know, he's one of those kids that has all the best vintage jerseys, and also just not a big Zinedine Zidane fan, which is what I gather from the gift. But yeah, this is a classic, and yeah, had to wear blue.
I have a feeling that is from the '98 World Cup winning year. I mean, that is a real retro. I personally have slightly less impressive. I've got Arsenal, but Invincible season, and Thierry Henry.
Yes, of course.
And I actually got given this by a Manchester United fan of all people. And Justin Mitchell, if you're watching, I'm very grateful that you chose not to burn it and you gave it to me instead. It's served me very well. But this does not stop with Coach Celia and I. There have been many good submissions from the Lyon girls. We've seen great submissions early in the days for Bianconeri and Celtic. Let us have a look at. Let's roll the title card because I spent a lot of time making that. Of our submissions. Yep. Anna.
Italian jersey, right?
Yeah, Italian.
Yeah.
Not sure who's on the back. I'm not sure 21. It might be. Maybe Anna's got her name on the back. Delancey, and that is a Messi jersey. We've had a
classic, yeah.
Classic. That is going to be like the equivalent of what you've got in 15 years as Zidane.
True.
Legendary player.
Hold on to that, Delancey, if you're listening. USA.
And Yeah. Well, that's a World Cup winning jersey.
Yeah, wearing that nice and proud.
And we have Nalia.
Nalia repping Nalia.
And that is it's an Arsenal shirt, and on the right she is next to none other than the legendary Thierry Henry statue
That's incredible.
outside of the Emirates Stadium.
Wow.
That is the celebration Henry did when he scored past Tottenham Hotspur at Highbury, ran the entire length of the pitch to score the goal, ran the whole Tottenham team, and then after running the entire length of the pitch to score, he ran the entire length of the pitch back the other way to go and slide in front of the Tottenham fans, and he entered in that pose, and that has been immortalised.
Wow, this is the leader for me right now. I mean, can you agree?
I definitely agree, and I'm very happy because there was a lot of Manchester United shirts amongst the Bianconeri boys, which I wasn't happy about, and I kind of blame Kempe for. And lastly, we have Daphne with a USA shirt above a France 2019
Wow.
flag. And I would actually love to know the story behind that. I assume that Daphne was over there in France.
Yeah, for the Women's World Cup.
And I still have bittersweet memories. I'm half American, half English. I was supporting England until we got knocked out by America, and I found it very painful.
I was there. Were
you in France?
Yeah, I was in France for the Women's World Cup. Go back.
Did you get to see any games, or were you?
I did. I saw the first like 15-0 victory.
Against who? Thailand.
Thailand.
Wow,
yeah.
that must have been. I mean, a little bit boring, but
it was a little bit boring
spectacle.
out in Champagne. So that was a road trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, quite exciting time to be there, and lots of U.S. fans, which was funny.
How was the U.S. celebrations after they won it?
Oh, amazing. Yeah, it was. Honestly, thinking back to a year ago and being there, it was probably one of the most memorable experiences of my life.
Yeah. Well,
that U.S. team is quite special. So, and
yeah, they really are.
Well, what amazing jerseys! I'm impressed.
Yeah, I know. Some really good ones. Thank you guys, everyone, for the submissions. And guys, if you want to see the earlier ones, we had some great ones from the Bianconeri boys. Some, on the whole, great ones from Celtic Studio. There's one I was very unhappy with, which is Cecilia's Harry Kane.
Oh, of
jersey.
course. Yep. That's a tough one on the team.
It is, and I get it.
We just don't talk about
Yeah.
it. It's one of those things. It's like that's fine. We're not going to talk about this, but.
Is it something you think you may bring up for her when she's ready?
Maybe once we go 11v11.
Yeah, 11. Yeah.
But yeah.
But I felt like I had to put it in just out of respect for freedom of information, or whatever that means. But glad that we had a Nalia to balance it out with a fantastic.
Yeah, it'd be so cool to ask all these players about their stories from jerseys, because that's always, I have so many jerseys from when I was a little kid that, my dad gave to me, or, I like found after a field, after a tough game, and, you hold on to these. They're treasures.
What other ones do you have in your locker that?
I have two Thierry Henry jerseys.
Arsenal?
Both Arsenal, yeah.
What seasons?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Or who's their sponsor? Is it O2 or?
It's O2.
Those.
Yeah, and those were both given to me by my brother because he had about 9 Thierry Henry jerseys.
Lucky.
So, yeah, I was like, I need at least 2 of these. And yeah, a couple US and NWSL jerseys representing the league. Yeah. Houston Dash, Boston Breakers when they were a really strong team before they folded, and who else? Portland Thorns, which is one of my favorite. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. Plenty of soccer jerseys over the years.
If there's one you don't have in your collection, is there one that you would really like?
Maybe a classic Mia Hamm jersey. Yeah, I think I had the T-shirt, but I would love an old U.S. Mia Hamm jersey.
She's the top scorer, right?
Top scorer, and just why I fell in love with the game, and really started, I think, that success in the U.S. women's national team. So definitely a player I looked up to. Did not go on to be a goal scorer like Mia, but yeah, a legend, an absolute legend.
there's a lot of the US women's national players now going over to Europe, isn't there? I know a couple of.
Yes,
in the
it's
Premier
quite
League.
the trend. I mean, it's comfortable over there. It's great soccer, and yeah, I mean, hoping that the NWSL can get to a place where, you know, we're keeping more of the players over here and
Yeah.
there's success in the domestic league, but you know, they want to play, which you can't blame them.
Yeah.
They want to play as much as they can and against the best players in the world. And you know, if I had a chance to go overseas and play, I probably would. So.
Well, hopefully some of England's players can learn a few things from them, and we can get our World Cup. Would definitely be nice. And we're just about to restart the second half. The Lyon girls stepping back out onto the field.
Looks like they're going out the way they started.
Let's have a look at the comments real quick and let's see if. Yes. Thanks for tuning in, Jeffrey. Thanks for David, Jeffrey, and thank you, Gail, as well for tuning in. Great to have you guys in the stream. So we're about to start the second half, and Lyon heading into it in a strong position, 4-0 up, starting the match all guns blazing, getting 4 goals in the first 10 minutes. See if DUSC have an answer for them.
Junie's in that holding midfield spot now.
So let's doing a little bit of switching around. Got Zoe and Paige at the back again. Daphne, Daphne might be sitting there as well in the holding. Both of them, both Junie and Daphne. And off we go. And here's Emery filling into Junie. Nice 1-2 between those two. Throw it back to Daphne. We're playing it to Paige. And Paige playing across Zoe. Zoe showing a normal coolness under pressure, and it's forward to Junie. Out to Delaney. And here comes Emery pushing forward. She had Anna on the right, but she hasn't used her so far. Can she find anyone now? Still just bringing her way forwards, and keeper clearing out, but only as far as Daphne. And Daphne feeding it back to Zoe. So obviously they're going into the second half with a strong lead. What do you think Coach Ende's going to be looking for from the girls in the second half?
I think possession. I mean, we just heard him on the fly, but they're pressing because they don't want, you know, us moving the ball around the back. So it's going to be really important for Junie and our midfielders to be checking to the ball and filling up that space so we can play, you know, through the middle more now. Because before we were building out the back and playing wide, but now we're going to need to use Junie to be that sort of connection for us.
And Tessa there was doing a testing run on the left side, just getting halted on the last defender. But what a dangerous player she is in the ball. And Daphne playing it back to Paige. And Paige with a nice little bit of footwork and finding Junie in the middle.
Cool, calm, and collected Junie. Love it.
And it's a nice turn there in the middle. And it's through, and Ruby's just going to have to be away from the danger. She is playing it back to Paige, and Paige trying to do a little bit too much there. And downtown have it in dangerous position and shot, and the referee's going to pull it back for a free kick there from Paige. And downtown have a free kick and close to the PSU goal. Let's see what downtown do with this. They have a few few grey shirts in and around the penalty area. But it looks like they're probably shaping up for a shot. Here we go. And it's fed in Juni intercepting the first ball, but they just got to be alert here, PSU, and Daphne with a good clearance, and don't actually couldn't quite keep it in, but doing well to try and get it. And it's thrown back in. And Anna again, PSU doing such a good job at finding it back to the defenders and just resetting the play, retaining the ball. Zoe with another great sweeping pass forwards. Emery couldn't quite bring it under a spell, but it's running through to the goalkeeper. And Emery hasn't given up on it, and she's won it back. And she's got options in the middle, but she's going to go for it herself.
Great work rate from Emery up there.
Yeah, it looked like that ball was dead. She didn't give up on it.
What you have to do now, when you make feel like the ball, let's say, stop it. You have to drop a little deeper, because they don't want to. If you want to build from the back again, when you make feel like the ball, you have to drop a little deeper to get it. Drop a little deeper.
And here comes DUSC. Good win back from Tessa, and Daphne getting it back to Paige. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to keep this on.
The invisible line.
The invisible lines, we're still guessing.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Tossed back in. Daphne reading the play well, and she's got a little bit of a battle on her hands here. And Zoe completing the clearance, and it's up with Emery now. DUSC winning it back though. And here's Delaney. Nice touch into space. Couldn't quite find Tess on the left. But it's a good tackle by between Zoe and Daphne. And Daphne with it again. Just struggling a little bit to keep hold of the ball, Lyon. They've done a good job of it overall in this game. Can they get a bit more of it now? And here's Emery driving down the right side. And it's a good finish!
Through the legs of the keeper.
By Emery.
You know, I was thinking she was going to maybe tuck it in right, but right down the middle, keeper couldn't get to it. Nice finish. Looks like the sun is in DUSC's eyes.
Yeah.
In my eyes, your eyes?
Yeah, my eyes too. Just doesn't feel like DUSC's afternoon at all today. And Lyon have really been ruthless in front of goal. And not giving up the chase at all, Lyon, as soon as it's back in, trying to get the ball back. And Paige doing well to win it. And couldn't quite find Tessa, but nice work rate. And thrown back in by DUSC. And they've got a chance to run at the back line here, and Zoe doing really well to cover the space. And it's out with Anna. DUSC have done a better job closing down in this second half. And Anna doing well to win it, and she's well over the invisible line. Referee eventually coming to his senses. And Zoe with a nice touch out, feeding it down the line, but it's gone out again. And back in, Daphne getting the first one. Zoe showing some great composure. but not quite able to get it. But Junie coming in well for the ball and definitely helping her out. And can PSU break here? Back to Paige. Paige doing well under the pressure there to get it out, and here comes Tessa now, opening up the gas burners. She's gonna have to do this by herself. Couldn't quite get around the loss. Celia, you were saying it before, Tessa's such a technical player.
Yeah, she just, you know, you want her in 1v1 situations during the game. I mean, the way that she moves on the ball, off the ball, yeah, it's great. It's great to see. And she's probably feeling pretty good. Nice little hat trick early on. Put the team in a comfortable lead. I bet she has a couple more in her too.
Let's hope so. It's a very, very quick hat trick. The only other player in all the live streams I've seen get maybe as quick a hat trick was Sydney for one of the Roma games. Very prolific goal.
Can we get a time check there?
I know, we need to start keeping stats on these.
Right?
If anyone knows a good stats man or lady, send them over to Game and Frame. You know, Ruby playing it to Paige, but Paige just in a little bit of trouble.
Good composure from Ruby there, you know. She's equally as comfortable with the ball at her feet as her hands, which is really awesome as a goalkeeper. you know if you're going to play the ball back to her, she's not going to bobble it, but can actually take a clean touch and play out wide. And you know, I bet Ruby could play anywhere on the field too.
Yeah.
But she just gets to hang out back there with the sun in her eyes. So.
It's been a very, very quiet afternoon for her, but when she's had it, she's
switched
well
on though, you know.
Yeah. She gets the ball, she's done the right thing. And Paige doing well to get in there. And muscling her way past two of the DUSC players to bring it out. Excellent work. And here's Tessa now, ready to tease the defence again.
Muscling her way through there.
Yeah. Nice interception from Zoe, and it's up with Junie in the middle. And Zoe, so reliable at the back. Zoe with another super pass forwards. Zoe's passing, it just changes defence to attack very quickly.
Yeah, she could completely skip the midfield if she needs to. She knows how to find the target forward's feet, which is a huge asset as a defender. You know, to be able to pick out the targets forward, and you know, you can play through the middle, but you don't always have to. Sometimes, you know, it's a two-touch ball in. And then you have a good forward like this Lyon team has, and you can just turn defender and you're in.
And Delaney there on the ball. Couldn't quite get under a spell, and here comes DUSC forwards. And it's a long range shot, and Ruby gathering it in well. And Zoe just getting dispossessed there, Daphne coming well to support. And Ruby again winning it back. And Zoe finding out Anna. Daphne with a nice touch and pass to Zoe, and Zoe a great switch. And Lyon really playing with a bit of a swagger right now, and it's a good ball force from Tessa if Delaney can get on the end of it. But here's Anna now with it on the right side, trying to find it into Delaney, who will chase it. And she's done well there, Delaney, just to get her foot on the ball. Go out for a DUSC goal kick. Guys, I'm sorry, I've realised I've been mispronouncing Delaney. It's Delancey. I'm sorry for that. She's having a terrific game up there so far. And we are about halfway through the second half, and it's fallen for Emery, and there's a tackle in behind there, and it's going to be a free kick. And this is a
It was
very
a dangerous spot for a free
very
quick.
tasty range. Is there any free kick takers on this Celia, on this team?
Beats me. I mean, I honestly, I bet all of them could finish at this place. Looks like Junie's gonna take it.
Yeah, maybe Daphne. I'm not sure. They all seem to be lining up to try and lay a claim to it. I wouldn't mind seeing your centre forward Suki lining up for this as well, Celia, after our free kick last weekend.
Yeah, that was a beauty.
It looks like it will be Junie or Tessa. Let's see. Here comes Junie. Strikes it!
Oh,
good
I thought
strike.
that was going up for 90, Josh.
She caught it well. She couldn't quite find the target. And
Adley's coming in. Delancey, great work. Her first season here with Lyon, and you know she's been a workhorse up front. I mean, she's good at passing the ball, can get in behind defenders, great work rate. And talk about just character and gelling with this group. I mean, that's been a huge bonus.
Here's Anna out on the right. Got a few options in the middle. Trying to find Adelaide. And Daphne winning it back in, and Emery now. She's got some options on the left. She can find Tessa. Turns back.
You can hear them getting on each other to spread out. You know, it's natural to really make the field smaller than it needs to be all the time. And you know, these girls know. They know that they're gonna be able to switch the ball better and create the way that Allende's been coaching them if they actually, in fact, take a couple steps back and space it out. So I think we'll see them correct this.
It's great to see them as well. Really, like you said, holding each other accountable, even at 5-0 up, when it'd be very easy to take, or maybe 6 at this point, to take the gas off the pedal.
Yeah, they're all really natural leaders on this team, I would say.
And Anna winning it well, and into Adelaide. And a great first touch from Emery, and she's through. Can she get another? Oh! Sizzled it past the post. What a fantastic first touch.
Great touch and slip-in ball from Adley.
That's instinctual attacking play by Emery, the highest quality.
Class soccer there. Or football.
That is one of my goals, Celia.
To change the dialogue,
football,
or
yeah.
to ever say the word soccer?
To change it to football. I do coach soccer because when I came here and was playing in college, I used to tell people I play football. They said, "No, you don't. You're skinny." So after a few weeks, I changed to soccer, and I was vilified when I returned to England, and just by instinct started to call it soccer. But I'm going to be upfront. Part of this live stream is part of my war, my cultural war, to change America to call it football.
I mean, it does make more sense.
It does. But so would a lot of things. We'll see. I mean, what would you call American football instead? Handball?
Yeah, but there already is a sport for that.
What about egg handball? Because the ball's
egg
like
handball?
Because it's like an egg, the ball.
I don't know.
I'm trying to culturally erase a dear American sport. I don't think I'll be successful. Here's a
good first touch there from Anna.
Outline that. And Daphne winning it back in, and Daphne's positioning has just been superb in the middle. She's always in the right place to intercept it, and when the team has it, it's always there to receive it. And Zoe finding it outright to Tessa. She's doing a little feint and ghosting around 2 as if they weren't even there. And she's in the mood for a 4th Tessa. And that is a superb individual goal by Tessa.
Don't put Tessa in a 1v1 situation if you don't want a goal to happen, because she'll either score herself or make something happen.
Just started with almost stationary, did a little turn of the hips, and suddenly she's off and away, and 2 DUSC players trading behind her. Super goal, super performance by Tessa today.
Do you know if she got any goals in the first game, Josh?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
You're right. If she got some in the first, she may be in double figures.
I was gonna say, not a bad day.
Yeah. And this is a great day overall for the goals program. Unless Downtown United pull up a miraculous comeback. Celtic winning their game earlier today.
Lyon with 2 games.
Lyon with 2, and Roma and my own travel team Arsenal playing tomorrow. Hopefully we can carry on where the older teams are leading.
What time's your matchup tomorrow, Josh?
It's bright and early. It's at 8:30 a.m. up at Asphalt Green. We played Asphalt last weekend. We were all over them in the first half. I think we went in at 1-0, and then we just had a defensive lapse for about 10 minutes and let in 4 goals.
Well, nice early morning rematch.
I know. I'm feeling very hopeful, especially all of it. It's just been around. We played actually Rouge et Bleu, Ayende's boys team, earlier in the week, and we played them a month ago and lost 13-0. And when we played them on Tuesday, we lost 5-3 and gave them a really good game, which is huge improvement by the Arsenal girls. And what I've really found with them is when they switch on, they are such incredible competitors. They are a real force to be reckoned with, and they're very talented with the ball at their feet, very smart. So it's just, I think it's just something natural that happens at that age. That some games they're just not quite switched on, which is understandable at a young age. And so it's just trying to iron it out a bit. Because when they're on their game, they're a very, very good team. So hopefully can bring that level to Asphalt Green tomorrow.
Can't say I'll be making that 8:30 trip to Upper East Side tomorrow, but be keeping the good vibes from today on to you guys tomorrow.
I'll think about that when I'm cycling over at 6:30 a.m.
Diving save from Ruby
that's
there.
A great save by Ruby.
That was probably the first proper take on goal from DUSC there, and Ruby handled it well, got her body in front of it, off her feet quickly. Defenders in good positions.
How important is that to have a goalkeeper who can kind of not have much to do for most of the game and then just be ready at a moment's notice to make an important save?
I mean, it's just being switched on, and it's a huge part of being a goalkeeper. You know, you can be off on your own island for all the game, and then next thing you know, you're having to make some crazy one-handed diving save to keep your team afloat. So, you know, and I think Ruby is that for this team. You know, she is switched on 24/7, and you know, you hear her talking to her defenders, and you know, one of my best friends growing up that I played soccer with forever was a goalkeeper herself, and we were just constantly, because I was a center back, the two of us would just be talking the whole game, because that would keep her, you know, in the mix, and it would keep me in the mix, because sometimes center backs also don't have that much going on, but you're seeing everything. And you know, I hear that from Ruby, and you know, you have Zoe and Paige and Daphne in front of her that are constantly in conversation about the game, just holding each other accountable and staying switched on. So yeah, it's big. Long answer short.
Doing a great job out there. And Anna getting a well-deserved rest, putting in a great shift today for Lyon. We are approaching the final 10 minutes of this game. And Lyon started at a breakneck speed, 4 goals in the first 10 minutes, and since then they've really focused on trying to retain the ball a bit more. But a few really nice goals in this second half. Tessa in particular, with her 4th goal of the game, beating a couple of DUSC defenders, getting a great finish.
Good touch by Adley.
She's breaking in. She's got Alma on the edge if she can find her. Back to Junior, and Junior a nice pull.
One touch.
And Daphne with it back in possession. And Hannah is back on the field chasing down this ball. Daphne putting in another solid tackle. And good pressure from the Lyon girls. Kept a really good intensity this whole game.
They don't look tired. They don't.
It's really impressive. They're approaching 2 hours of playing today. And big pitches as well, a lot of running. I think actually they're playing, it's through now to Adelaide.
How about the pace on that ball? That was a perfect pace ball there, you know. You put too much, it's the keepers, not enough. It's an easy take for the defender, but she really just slipped that in. Great work from Junie.
And it's through again, but it's surely going to be offside, and yeah, just called off.
I was going to say, he's been calling everything offsides. Yeah. He didn't call that one.
Yeah, we're waiting for it. DUSC will get us restarted as we enter the final phase of the match. Lyon in a very, very comfortable position, been the best team the whole game, and they will continue with their lead at the top of the table. And it's DUSC throw. And just a reminder, guys, that tomorrow we have another title match between the 2008 national boys against Asphalt Green. It will be National's final game of the season. It's been a pleasure covering them. I believe covered live streamed 4 of their games. Last week we were under the floodlights in Long Island, playing against an excellent Valencia team, and they will play a very strong Asphalt Green team tomorrow in National. And they need to win that. They have a chance of finishing top of the division. So tune in for that tomorrow at 2 p.m. And it's a nice time there. But Lyon just swarming around it again. And Adelaide with a nice ball up, and they've worked it well here. And here's Alma, if she can get herself through, and it's just broken away. Couldn't quite make through. Really nice passing football by Lyon. And Tessa's taking a shot, but gathered in by the keeper, but only as far as Junie. And it's back with Adelaide.
Yeah, Adelaide's working really hard up there.
Covering a lot of ground, and she's got it back again. It's fallen to Junie on the edge, and she's going to have a shot, just blocked. But Lyon just keeping DUSC penned in their own half. DUSC might be able to get it out now, but Junie again just battling for that ball. And they really don't let up. Zoe, she's going to be able to win that back. But here comes DUSC, looking for a consolation goal, pushing on the left. Nice little drag inside.
Has there always been a player with a penny, Josh?
I think she just showed up.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it's very confusing. I would have thought she'd be a neutral for a second with that colouring, but... And DUSC with a free kick in a dangerous position. I'm sure Ruby and her defenders are going to be keen to keep a clean sheet today. And line up, take it. And it's a decent strike, and Ruby getting 2 hands behind it very well. And Tessa completing the clearance, but it's a good free kick, and Ruby with a great save. And here they come forwards again, downtown. But just the blue shirts just crowding them out, defending excellently as a team. And Hannah is steaming up the right if she can get a hold of it. Ball's just a little bit short to her. But Armour getting in front of it, and that perhaps should have been a free kick. The referee isn't giving it. Junie gathering it. And she's got Tessa on the left, she can find her. And it's a nice ball out, and Tessa, who has 4 today, and she's going to go for a 5th, it looks like. She's found it out to Alma. And Alma just past the post. Good idea. Couldn't quite execute the finish. And see, I believe actually they were playing a Bushwick Inlet part this morning, these girls. And
oh, so they've been all over the place today.
I think I'm relieved that none of them have come out with cuts and scrapes, because that pitch is like a minefield.
Yeah, this is an upgrade.
Yeah.
For the
That pitch is like 1G turf, and there's concrete sticking out. And here comes Adelaide. Can she get herself on the score sheet? She can! Emphatically buries it into the roof of the net.
A chip goal, I love it.
Yeah.
I was thinking she was going to go right there.
And it's great to see how many different girls have got on the score sheet today for Lyon. And what are we on now? 8? 7. It's 7. 7 for DUSC. Sorry, 7 for Lyon. And this will wrap up 3 really comfortable wins for the girls in a row. Sorry, 4 in a row now. And
yeah, winning by quite a margin too. And all of the goals today have been quality goals on top of it all. You know, earned, very much deserved. Good team play, and then the final finish.
Definitely look like they've been working hard on the training pitch.
Yeah, their final third composure is really nice.
And in terms of I know you've personally trained with a lot of these Lyon girls. You know,
yeah,
from back in June, or
yeah,
July,
the long summer days.
Yeah, And what's some of the development that you've kind of seen over that sort of 4 or 5 month period?
You know, I think this summer it was a lot of ball mastery stuff, just getting really comfortable in your first touch and, you know, making decisions, you know, when you're going to pass it and when you're going to take players on. And it's cool to see all of them comfortable to do both. And and now really playing together and stringing together passes. And I'd also say movement, you know, just their ability to, you know, not just pass a ball but move immediately afterwards, and, you know, comfortable making runs into space and supporting. So, you know, it's really cool to see it all come to light.
It's a lot of work off the field by the players and the coaches to get to performance to this level. And a nice turn by Nalia there.
Great turn by Nalia. Oh, and a switch field.
And Hannah's got some space to drive into it. She's going to attack it. She's got blue shirts in the middle. She can find them. Just keeping it in, but couldn't quite.
You know, that we talk a lot to our players about knowing what you're going to do with the ball before you get it. And it seemed like Nalia knew that we were going to have, you know, one of her teammates were going to have that space up the wing, and she was able to get the ball already knowing what she was going to do with it, and, you know, it translated well.
We're in the final few minutes of this game. Lyon 7-0 up. Been an excellent performance by the girls, and they really have not dropped their level at all or got comfortable despite being 4-0 up very early on. They've passed it well. And as you said, Celia, the goals have all been of good quality. Sure, Coach Ainday will be really pleased with what he's seen. And Neva's come back on the field on the left wing.
Yep. So it gets blue ball. And
Daphne going long, and Hannah is on the prowl for it and winning it back there, and it's in with a line. It looks like we're about to
last couple seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be a throw in. And Celia, there's been a lot of great performances today from Lyon. Has there been any player in particular that's stuck out for you today amongst a very good pack?
I mean, I think being a defender, I always sort of start at the back and move my way up. And I would just say, you know, the trio of Daphne, Zoe, and Paige, you know, the way that they just bring a confidence to their game, and that just trickles down the field. So, you know, they know how to pick up the pace of the game. They know how to slow it down and possess. And, you know, I think that leadership is crucial. But yeah, no, I've been really impressed by everybody's performance today. You know, it's a full squad and everybody contributed.
And there is the final whistle. Lyon keeping their spot at the top of the table, capping off an excellent day for their team. They won early in the morning 11-0. They've just won 7-0 now, capping off an excellent day for the girls' travel team, with Coach Celia Celtic getting their first win of the season in a gripping 2-1 game earlier in the day. And Celia, girls' travel program is on the up and up.
I love it. I love it. It's a great day. It's a great day to be a PSU soccer girl, coach, player, parent. Really, really positive day all around, and I'm proud of all of the victories and, you know, just, you know, the development and character that we keep seeing week in, week out of these teams. So I'm sure it feels good. Nice 2-0 day. Can't complain there.
And you actually, I remember you said that in the lead up to the Celtic game, just how one of the biggest pleasures for you really has been seeing how your players have developed as young women.
Yeah.
Beyond anything, is that, and you've seen sort of the same thing with Lyon as well?
Of course, yeah, really. I mean, I've seen it all across the board, and it's cool to see, you know, it translate in their game. You know, the confidence that they bring onto the pitch is the confidence that they leave the pitch with, and, you know, it's all related.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Coach Celia.
Of course, thank you.
And coming out in an amazing Sedan jersey. I have to say that may be the jersey of the day I would give. And guys, we're going to get some. We're going to talk to a few of these Lyon girls hopefully. And thank you so much also for tuning in, guys. Guys, does anyone want to do a post-match? Oh, Zoe is ready. All right, we can do maximum 2 at a time. All right. Okay, so you two can do it together, and then we can do some more. Okay, so Zoe and Daphne, you start. All right. So you. Well, we'll do 2 at a time. All right. Or do you?
What are we doing? No, never mind. We're doing it.
Okay.
Wait, what was the score?
Hey, 7-0. So if you two, oh, just a little raptor around here. Okay. So, got Captain Zoe and Daphne here from Lyon. Girls, excellent performance. What do you think was the key to the win today?
I think the key to the win today was we passed a lot, and it was really good because we communicated as a team and we worked as a team. And I also think we played in the back more than we usually do. Like, we started just passing back to Ruby so we could get open up and we could play quick balls. But we didn't play our best because people would get scrunched up and then there'd be like no communications and we just get all mixed up. 2 games today. So this was our second game. And our first game was really early. We had to be there by 7:45 a.m. So it was, this was the second time, and we played well, I think. We definitely could have played better. But we also won our first game 10-1 us. So I think it was just, we were all tired from the first game, and like this game, we could have done better if this was just our first game. But now it's our second, so it's just a bit different.
So you guys, you have high expectations of yourself because you've won 7-0, but you still feel like there's more to come from you.
And we have our first state cup game next weekend, so that's going to be our first big challenge that we're going to face, and we'll see how that goes.
Who you be facing in the state cup?
I don't know their team, but they're a Staten Island team.
Okay.
And so we were supposed to play in the Staten Island League this year, but because of COVID, we couldn't. So I think this is going to be a challenge, and I think what we expected for this year.
And in terms of, you guys said, you're passing around in the back normal. It's certainly something that Coach Cena and I noticed on the touchline how well you guys were passing it at the back. Is that something that you've been working on a lot in practice?
Yes and no. So we're working on passing everywhere, not just the back, but I think we do drills, 2 touches to make a pass, and it really improves us playing in the back and playing up.
Nice. And girls, how many games you got left in the league? 2 or 3? You're top of the table right now.
Yeah.
What do you think you need to do to make sure that the rest of the season is as successful as it's been so far?
I think we just did today. We need to put in the effort and show up ready for every game or play like it's our last game. Yeah. And we just play today, and we have to be mentally switched on for the game. No jokes. You have to be absolutely ready for the game and give it your best effort, or you're not going to play well.
And Daphne, I've actually got to ask you an unrelated question about your jersey submission, which was awesome. Your US women's jersey with the France flag from the France 2019 Women's World Cup.
Oh yeah.
So did you go to the Women's World Cup?
Sadly, no. So we were gonna go, but every year we go to Maine for summer, so
yeah,
didn't really work.
How did you got a hold of the great flag though? Did you manage to watch the game back then?
Of course I did.
That must have been a sign day. All right, well, guys, excellent performance. It was a real pleasure watching. I definitely hope I can watch you again. And are you gonna get some rest after these 2 games?
Definitely. No, I actually think we are actually gonna have a party at our friend's house and watch a movie outside with the whole team.
Nice.
And have like a little party. Sadly, I can't come, but.
All right. Well, whatever you do, I'd get some rest on the legs. But well done, girls.
Yeah.
Well done.
Bye, thank you.
Excellent display. Coach Sayinde, do you wanna? All right. And see, we gotta get pictures. We'll see you before. All right. Here we have.
Mask on?
Yeah, mask on, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Coach Sayinde, it was a great win. I'll hold it.
Yeah.
Great win today, and performance looked very assured. A lot of passing. Were you pleased with what you saw today?
I think that's a key for me. It doesn't matter the score. I want the soccer to look a certain way. Passes, it has to be at a high level. We have to move the ball quickly, because we're not thinking about the game today. We're thinking bigger picture. We're thinking state cup. We're thinking a tougher team in the future. So the only way we could get better is doing the right things, even when we're comfortable. We don't play the score. We play the game.
Yeah. And in terms of what was it about the performance today that most pleased you from the girls?
I think they started getting what I wanted with the switching of the field, because once we switch the field, we're a very hard team to beat, because we're very strong going down the sides, and I feel like once we get that switch immediately from the midfield or from the center backs, it's almost unstoppable to stop us,
Yeah, and I noticed particularly the way you guys were passing out the back was looking really composed and you know, playing with a real maturity. Is that something you've been trying to focus on with the girls?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, I mean, at this level, you know, you want to create the right habits. I think the right habits are everything at this level. It wouldn't be perfect all the time, but once you're trying to do the right thing, that's what's most important for me as a coach. And I want to see this team continue to grow and develop. And one of the ways we could do that is playing from out of the back and building going forward.
Yeah. Well, Andy, it was a pleasure watching the team today. Well done on the win, and I hope we can see the Lyon play again soon.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, take care.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, and that is it for Celtic coverage. Coach, you've got to come back in here with your amazing jersey. That is it from our strutting French wearing team. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Capping off an excellent weekend for PSU. We saw Bianconeri win today, Celtic win their first game of the season, Lyon win, and tomorrow we're going to have 2008 National in their final game of the season, their title deciding game against Asphalt Green. So tune in tomorrow for two, guys. Thank you so much for coming in.
On three, united. 1, 2, 3.